I found out about looks maxing, I was like, wait, you're telling me that man-baby dudes are taking hormones and getting gender-affirming surgery? Like, what? Trans people have to rebrand too! We're
If even straight dudes are now on peptides and hormones, is everybody trans?
Give it up for a personal friend of mine, the Clark Kent of comedy, Marval A!
There's something new that I've discovered. It's called looks maxing. Yeah. So looks maxing is a crazy new phenomenon where it's an alt-right pipeline phenomenon. We need to remember that part, okay? Alt-right. Let's just remember that part and don't forget it. It's basically a phenomenon where Gen Z and Gen Alpha dudes, primarily dudes, are working really hard to achieve a specific aesthetic, a look. So you think looks maxing, maximizing a look, right? So we're trying to look a very specific way. And the way that they want to look is defined by the word Chad, okay? So they all want to look like a Chad. Yeah, I know, Molly. I'm gagged too. This whole thing is a revelation to me. I don't know. They all want to look like a Chad. This is an entire 2 generations of young man baby boys. They all want to look like a Chad. Yeah, maybe more. Yeah, it could be more. Yeah, it could be millennials and Gen X. I don't know. But there's a lot of Chads that are popping up. Now, to be a Chad, you work out incessantly, okay? You take human growth hormones and peptides. You also go to Turkey to get your jawline broken and redone. You get your legs broken to get lengthened so you can be tall like me and Jet. I didn't get that surgery. I came like this. And their leader, whose name is Clavicular, takes meth casually to keep a pep in his step. Gay men, I think that the Chads are coming for your lifestyle. You might want to watch out. I don't know if we're gonna be able to tell the difference soon enough from a WeHo twink and a bleeds blue meth smoking Chad. Are you like? I found out about looks maxing. I was like, wait, you're telling me that man baby dudes are taking hormones and getting gender affirming surgery? Like, what? Trans people have to rebrand too. We're Clavicular is his chosen name, like Marvel is mine. His birth name was probably Wesley or Ridley. I don't know. Oh my God, we're so cooked, you guys. Now, Chads are not the final form. I hate to break the news to you. Being a Chad is like, you can kind of enter into Chaddom. You're just like, okay, cool, I'm working out and taking steroids and I'm completely a Ken Barbie doll. But there is a final evolved form of a Chad, and it's called a Giga Chad. Yes, I think that these generations are like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. We're gonna live our lives as Pokemon. It's full Pokemon mode. Just gotta catch them all, catch that print, I don't know. So a Giga Chad is an evolved form of a Chad. And a Giga Chad, in my mind, is a little bit like a dude with the body of Dax Shepard, R.I.P. Kristen Bell, I'm so sorry. A dude with the body of Dax Shepard, but with the face of Timothée Chalamet before he met Kylie Jenner, and that's very important, okay? So just like a super beefy dude who kind of looks like he just like giggity-giggities Chads. Yeah. That's a Giga Chad. That's Clavicular. He is the ultimate Giga Chad, in fact. These guys hate anything to do with femininity. I'm not joking. Chads think that empathy is gay. They literally think liking women is gay. Chads are like, oh, you like women? That's gay. I'm just gonna throw out my bingo card for 2026 right into the trash fire. Like, liking women is gay? What? The alt-right pipeline, what are you doing? It's crazy, it's crazy. I guess for them it's revolutionary. The Chads got together and they were like, you know what? Never in the history of histories has a bunch of Aryan-looking dudes got together, worked out incessantly, took meth casually, and said they weren't gay, but they are gay. That's never happened in the history of history. Except for Nazi Germany. I'm sorry, I forgot. They say never forget, and I forgot. No, but the Chads aren't gonna call it gay because that's, well, gay. They're not gonna say that they're gay, because, again, that's gay. They're gonna be like, you know what? We're going Sparta. We're going, he's like, I'm not holding my hand up anymore. This got too deep, it got too deep. This is my brain, welcome to my brain. Yeah, they're gonna be like, we're going Sparta, it's the manly thing to do. Like, yeah, we don't want anything to do with women. We're just gonna be in a human centipede circle jerk for the rest of our lives. Doing meth casually, you know. Yep, and you know, I think it's a little interesting that the US is developing an army of Chads and Giga Chads. The timing is interesting because if they chose to reinstate the draft anytime soon, well, you now just got a bunch of completely mindless guys who are sucking and just ready to go. Got nothing to live for. These peptides make them feel nothing. So it's like, all right, send them out. There's no punchline to that joke. It's just depressing. That's all. Literally no punchline. I was like, yep. I actually thought about it, and looks maxing is good for one group of people. Looks maxing is awesome for women. Yes. Why? Because you guys are gonna get a break. Yeah, the Chads are gonna be busy giggity their Chads all over the place. And women are gonna get a break. They're gonna be like, yeah, you go date each other, see how that works out. No, it's gonna be great for women. And in fact, in that break, a miracle is gonna happen, okay? This is the end of my set, ready? In that break where all the Giga Chads are Giga Chatting around, women, something miraculous is gonna happen, okay? And I'm gonna put my hand up, I'm gonna call it in. Anyone who wants to call it in, we're gonna call it in. Here's a miracle, ready? It's okay, you can put your hand down after a while because I'm gonna be talking a lot. It's okay. But I'm gonna hold it up. All of these Giga Chads are gonna be so deep in this human centipede circle jerk, right? And then one day, one of them is gonna just get really tired and come up out of the circle jerk human centipede and be like, oh, you guys, this is exhausting. Dating other men is exhausting. And he's gonna crawl his little centipede ass back to women and he's gonna be like, hey women, yeah, I became a Chad, and yeah, I went Sparta, but I'm reformed now. I'm reformed. I realize that I'm deeply unsatisfied by this situation. I know that this is how things are gonna be balanced and we are gonna change the entire world through this, coming back together and loving women for all of the beautiful, miraculous things that they are. And women are gonna look at Chad and they're gonna go, thank you, Chad, but I'm dating a trans man.